Skull Rock looks so bland. Where were all the pretty colors we were hoping for in the world that we went into? Well, they're not there, so we've been gypped. Hey everybody, this is Double RPG, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP. In this episode, we are going to be finishing up the world of Neverland, and then moving on to a world in which we never thought we would see again. So, anyway, we are in the cave of Skull Rock, and we are constantly waiting for Peter Pan to show up, so we can get in a brief boss fight against him, and then we are going to be fighting the Unverse that we fought against before we entered the spaceship in deep space. So, you'll see what I mean. But anyway, with the episode in progress, here we are having a short conversation with Captain Hook, played by Corey Burton, who I think he also played Captain Hook in the first Kingdom Hearts game, if I'm not mistaken. Shmee.
Sure. When Peter Pan gets here, I'll be waiting.
Okay, they are leaving the cave, and we are going to be waiting for Peter Pan. But Peter Pan is not going to have that much trouble against us, because, hey, Captain Hook has more trouble with him, since he can't even do well against him.
That old codfish looks like he's found himself.
Yeah, that old codfish. That's what
I'll fly down and distract
Captain Hook is.
him.
He's a codfish.
And nab the treasure.
Strange, isn't it? Yeah, I know, Sonic OVA reference. Really bad one.
That's me.
I probably wouldn't be a bad Sonic voice. I mean, I do like Roger Craig Smith as the new Sonic voice right now. I mean, Jaleel White and Ryan Drummond may be my favorites, but Jason Griffith, I mean, he's okay. He's just not my cup of tea when it comes to the voice. But, yeah, anyway, with the boss fight right here, we are going to get Zack as our D-Link, and I think we're going to be using him again shortly. And Zack is a pretty strong character like he always is. And he was pretty strong when we used him in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. So, using him, I wouldn't expect much less about his combat prowess. Yeah, and Pan can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes he'll hit you at some points, and then he'll just kind of fly away. But you can try to dodge or do whatever. But, yeah, just make sure that you're one step ahead of him, and you should be fine. I think you only have to take down half of his HP, and then the battle will be over. You don't have to defeat him fully. And the song that's playing when we're fighting against him is called Vim and Vigor. It originated from Kingdom Hearts 2. It's a really strong orchestrated piece, and I definitely look forward to hearing it more in later installments. I thought it was really good in Kingdom Hearts 2. And I definitely thought it was really good in 358 Days Over 2 and Recoded, since they're both just side stories. Or, you know, for a DS game, it sounded pretty good with its rendition. And anyway, we just defeated Peter Pan. Well, we think we did, but we got the command style called Blade Charge, I think. But I don't know how we use it. I don't know what command style that we have to use to get it to activate, but I never even once used it yet whenever I played it with Terra or any of the others. And yes, that treasure chest was filled with pirate treasure. Jewels, doubloons, just a bunch of loot. Yes, Terra, you were just guarding a bunch of loot.
I'll say. I owe you an apology. I picked a fight over nothing.
Oh, it was all in good fun. Not every day I get to fight such a good swordsman. Say, what's your name anyway?
Terra.
Very honorable.
Right then, Terra. Which way did Hook
Both
go?
very honorable
They said
fighters.
something about a
And
shooting
Terra
star.
knows how to pick a good fight,
Shooting
just like
star?
Peter Pan.
Tinkerbell must be in danger. Men, guard that treasure with your lives!
Aye, aye, sir.
You go and get him, Pan!
Yeah, and as we know, Wendy
Well, I should be
and
on
her
my
two
way.
brothers are not present because since this is a prequel, they have never met yet. And we forged a D-Link with Peter Pan, nonetheless. I know he was playable in, well, as an ally in Kingdom Hearts 1, but he was a summon in Kingdom Hearts 2, and the world of Neverland was revisited in 358 Days Over 2, and now we got a D-Link with him. And there's some rumbling going on. And it looks like we're going to go back inside the cave, which we left for nothing. But before we do that, there are some unversed that we can fight outside here. These guys, again, from deep space. Just go ahead and just attack them if you'd like, but you can go ahead and enter the cave. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and fight them because, hey, I like me some good hack and slash fighting. And we're going to get this treasure chest over here. It's another one of the command... No, it's actually an item. We got the panacea, which will cure the poison in case we get hit by those enemies that give us the temporary poison. But I'd say they're pretty useless. But anyway, this boss we have to fight again. The one that we fought in deep space before we had to go into the spaceship. Or if you want to be a bit more with the times, you know, with Terra in the Let's Play, then we fought them in the Olympus Coliseum. But we had to defeat all of them. Just like in Deep Space, we don't have to defeat all of them as you just only need to defeat a good number of them to complete the battle. And there we got a level up star for Zack, and that gives us Berserk, which gives us a power increase. The Hero's Entrance, that's actually a pretty good finishing command. It's kind of like the Critical Impact, where you can hit enemies at a radius, and they will take massive damage. Using an ability like Ven's Air Dive, if we were to D-Link with him, is actually a good way to deal a lot of damage to these enemies and get the battles done a lot quicker. But since we're going to be trying to level up somebody, we're just going to stick with Zack for right now. We got a strength increase with defeating some of the enemies. The battle shouldn't be going on much longer. We should be finishing up pretty quickly. And yes, we do. And we got a deck capacity increase after completing that battle. Just like I said, you don't have to defeat every single enemy. You just need to defeat a good number of them, and then the battle will be over.
You sure cut that monster down to size.
A monster? Don't you mean lots of monsters?
How fare ye, lad?
Look.
Go hide. Fine. All's well. What's that?
Tinkerbell, one of Peter Pan's dearest friends.
Tinkerbell.
Can I take a look?
And I know that Tinkerbell nowadays has a voice actor, but she has not spoken once in the Kingdom Hearts games. And this is my favorite part coming up right here shortly. Ooh. Oh, you just got owned, Hook.
What's the meaning of this?
You know, I didn't give it that much thought. Just doing what my heart tells me.
That's mutiny. And you'll walk
Oh, that's mutiny. You were doing evil deeds, Mr. Hook. So quit your yapping and get out of here. Oh, that sound. Oh, yes, Mr. Crocodile has come back to want to gobble you up for lunch.
Hooray! We sure
You have a phobia for crocodiles, don't you? And some of Tinkerbell's pixie dust is coming up from the sky. Very reminiscent of another scene, wouldn't you say?
Every star
Yeah, right there.
Terra.
Yep. Hard to believe there are so many worlds out there
Yeah,
besides our own.
it's reminiscent of the scene in the introduction of this game that we saw in the second episode.
What? I don't get it.
In other words,
About
there's
where
like
the stars
you.
come from. It's really reminiscent of that.
You'll find
And
out
yes,
someday,
since
I'm
this is a
sure.
flashback,
I want
it's
to know
very
now.
prominent towards every storyline with the characters. You know, with the main characters in this tale. So, yeah. Their friendship is so strong that nothing will ever stand against them. Oh, it's so pretty.
So much for the pirate treasures.
Did you guys really want the jewels and gold that badly?
Nah, we don't care about that stuff.
But Pan was counting on us.
I'll tell you what. Put the stuff that's really special to you in there. That can be your treasure.
Yeah! Real swell idea. Thanks.
That's the concept of trying not to be so greedy.
Kind of makes me wonder.
It's a valuable lesson in
that
life.
I'd put in there.
And we just got the Pixie Petal Keyblade, which we will equip in another episode. But I don't think we're going to be able to equip it because I think we'll get something stronger with Terra, but we'll see. And we are going to be taken into the light in the lanes in between. And where's that light going to lead us?
It's so warm.
Does this look familiar to you? What do we have here? Well, my goodness, it is Destiny Islands from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. The place where everything started in the Kingdom Hearts saga. And there is some of the papu fruit that floated up onto the shore.
Somewhere out there, there's this tree with star-shaped fruit.
Yep, that is where the star-shaped papu fruit originate from. Destiny Islands on that tree. And Terra is going to examine it more. Based on what Aqua said in the beginning parts. And we are going to be walking into darkness.
Aqua. Ven. I wonder if we'll ever be a team again. Looks like all the things that once held us together just push us further away. And now the light has led me here. What am I supposed to do?
Where there's a will, there's a way, Terra.
Hey, slow down. Would you just wait for me? Giving up already?
And there we have a young Sora and young Riku. Now, I said that you can't play as them in this game, but they actually do appear in the storyline.
Light. Was I guided here in order to meet that boy?
Why, yes, you were, Terra. You were guided to meet Riku. You gotta pass your power on to somebody at some point, right?
Here! Riku, race ya. First one to the boat gets to be captain.
And that's not Hallie Joel Osment or David Gallagher playing the kids because they wouldn't be able to hit the voices properly for such a young age. And they're already in their 20s right now, which is about an appropriate voice for the current state of the characters in the future chronology timeline. But anyway, we're not going to be meeting Riku right now as we're going to be taking a break and concluding this episode. So next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, we're going to be passing the power on to Terra for him to be the next Keyblade Master in the future. Then we're going to meet up with Master Xehanort back at the Badlands, and then going back to the Land of Departure for a very tragic boss fight. But anyway, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next episode. See you guys then.